Yo, what up? Welcome back to the We Might Say Anything podcast, a podcast where you might hear anything because arrogant, reap, spade, they crazy, they might say anything. Again, we on episode 5. Welcome back. We done made it a month in a day or a week or whatever, and we back with a new episode. So everybody that's in the chat so far, we appreciate you showing up. We appreciate everybody watching the replay. Everybody that's subscribed to the channel. We appreciate all the love we're getting so far. So
Chat gang. Anything gang. Say anything gang. We got a name for them? We need a name.
Called them Anything Nation, didn't you? Because I was
Anything
rolling.
Nation?
Anything Nation.
Okay.
As soon as you said that last week, I was with it. So
Anything Nation.
Anything Nation, you know, that works. So
whatever makes you feel comfortable or you comfortable with.
That works. So let's roll with Anything Nation or until you find something better. That'll definitely get it going. So as y'all see, we got the 4 that were always here: arrogant, reap, spade. Spade got the fan going in the background because he's hot. It's hot out here, you know, where we are. So it is what it is. We're gonna touch
on it. Is this fan leaning or am I leaning? What?
That's it. Like, is the camera?
It's got the gangster lean. That's it.
Looks like you're doing the broomstick challenge back there. It's like, watch. You
got the fan super leaning right now. So we're going to touch on a few subjects tonight. We're going to get into Power Book 2. Does everybody still hate Tariq? We're going to get into that. We'll go ahead and talk about the Dr. Dre, Nicole. Is it Nicole Young? Is that her name?
Yeah, Nicole Young. Cold ass bitch Young.
Ag. Ladies out there, you know, if y'all got something to say about it, y'all want to defend her, we might bring y'all on. We ain't afraid to have, you know, somebody come up here and defend her, but she ain't gonna win. I'm just letting y'all know now. We're also gonna get into Odell Beckham. He had a
wait.
Not right away.
Yeah. Save the ship.
Yeah. Later. Oh, Jesus. Yes. We'll say that for later.
You good?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. We'll yeah, exactly. So we're gonna lead it off with Colin Kaepernick, everybody. Man, hold up. My bad. I feel rude. I can let y'all introduce yourselves if y'all want to do that. If y'all want to say something to the audience real quick.
He is I and I am him. I'm that black ass nigga sitting here with the brown.
Okay. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just ready.
If you don't know who I am by now, you ain't been paying attention. Regular Arrow.
All right, and homie Reap is got his little background going, so we don't know what Reap doing, but it's whatever. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the show started. Colin Kaepernick is back in the NFL game of Madden. Not in the NFL, back in the game of Madden, but not the NFL.
Not the NFL.
Not the NFL. What's up with
the
that?
Game? He in the game,
right?
But he ain't in the game.
Exactly. And that's the whole model. Remember, if it's in the game,
it's in the game.
It's hey.
How we feel about that? How we feeling about that?
I'm feeling like we got played again, or he got played again. You know, we stand with Cap. Cap is the movement. He's the leader of the movement. It's a damn shame he's not in the NFL, but I guess what are we taking what we can get?
I mean,
what's EA saying by that?
This is the cold part. The commissioner keeps talking about, hey, Cap was right. We should have stood with Cap. But ain't nobody letting the nigga play. Like, he ain't getting no burn, no calls, nothing. EA Sports come in and saying, hey, we standing with Cap again. Because he had been out there for what, 3 years?
3 years, but EA ain't off the hook. Like, they ain't getting no points for this because they took his name out of a song.
Yes.
Last year. What was that last year?
Yeah.
I think it was last year? Yeah.
Last year, 2 years ago.
It might have been like 2 years, but because I mean, he been gone for a minute. And when it first got hot, they did take his name out of that song.
Okay, so you ain't just getting points for putting him in the game.
Yeah.
You noticed that.
That I don't know what that I don't know where they got that from. Like, is it a money grab? Because no one was not buying the game for that reason anymore.
You
So
know
what are they doing? Just the right thing?
They pandering. I think they pandering
to who?
To us. They see what's going on right now. They trying to ride that wave. Everything is, I don't want to say going in a, I don't want to call it a pro-black movement, but everything is supporting black culture.
The pro-change movement.
Right. Everybody's rolling with that right now. So EA's probably thinking, you know what? Let us do something. Let's get involved in that. Let us get something going on. Let's bring back the guy who started it all. Let's bring Cap back. And they did.
You know what? And I think EA got a whole bunch of other issues too. So I think they are trying to ride the publicity, try to get something favorable out there because they just put out this trash ass game that's getting like hella like bad scores. People are uprising, wanting to bring back game day and ESPN 2K and stuff like that. And so I think they just riding the whole. I think they're trying to get this positive publicity because we talking about it, other people talking about it, that he's back.
Yeah, I think it got a gamer rating of like 0.2.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, that's got to be like the developer just saying, yeah, it's a good game because 0.2.
I ain't played Madden in a week. Like, I remember me and you, Eric, and we talked about it when it came out, and we checked back and forth. And I was like, this game is ass. Like,
it is ass.
Update, the update would help. It helped a little bit, but it's.
So the update is the Cap update. Did it bring you back in? Are you playing now?
Man, ever since 2K came out, I ain't really even. I ain't know, man. I took the game out the disc out the game, and it's been 2K in there since then. But Reap, how you feeling about Cap being back in Madden? I know you don't really touch it, or you do play Madden since '92. My bad.
Yeah, I don't. That. I don't know. I think you guys hit the nail on the head there. I mean, it's not unprecedented, right, for corporations to take advantage of black movements, right? It's not the first time we've heard of that. I don't see why this would be any different. To have a player that hasn't played in the NFL in 4 seasons on the game, is he even good in the game? Is he nice?
Yeah, they gave him an 81.
He's better than a few quarterbacks. Like,
this doesn't make any sense. And then with the whole Madden situation, man, I stopped playing because I feel like I just kept buying the same game over and over again. Like some updates. I feel like I don't need to purchase the entire game just to get an update on the roster because that's all that's happening for the most part. So I just had to stop playing it. I didn't feel like I was getting my money's worth, to be honest with you.
So that's what made you stop buying the game, is you felt you was getting the same game over and over, just with new rosters.
Yeah, I mean,
when that feels that way, a lot of people end up feeling that way at the end.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. You're paying $60 every year, and the only thing that changes is the roster. They may add a couple of things. Well, 70 or whatever it is that you guys pay.
Which we was paying 60 right now. Yeah, we pay 50 in a minute for a Madden, you know.
Yeah, but that's. But I mean, the only game that I was going tough on was college football. That was the last game that I was going hard on, and then
Oh yeah, and that was a few years ago. So they haven't touched on college football in a minute. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Cap thing, I'm happy that he's in the game. But it's kind of like Arrogant said. My bad, y'all. Let me take this up. They don't get no points for this. They owe this to us. They don't get any points for this. Cap should be back in the league. I mean, I thought it was funny that they had him on the Bears in a little preview. Right. I was like, that shit was hilarious to me. Like, we know one homie. I don't know how he felt about that, but it was hilarious to me.
Do remember they have all the Black Lives Matter stuff in the game. Like, you can get Black Lives Matter gear.
Yeah.
In the game. 2K doing that too. So
yeah. They're
not making us pay for it, which would have been insane and criminal. But it's pandering. I'm with it though. Because that pisses a whole bunch of people off. Because if you know anything about gaming, it's full of racist kids. Yeah. They ain't really racist. They just like saying the N word a lot.
Hard R.
With a hard
R.
Little 12-year-old kid R.
Well, you know, one of the things is that Kaepernick never retired. So he was technically always a free agent. So it was a sucker move for EA to take him out of the free agent pool in the first place.
Now they said the NFL pulled that card.
I'm just, I'm just, I'm against that. Just that's BS. So now when you bring him back, because now Goodell has finally said we were wrong, you're gonna stick him back in the game, and it's supposed to be all good. Why was he included in the update? Why wasn't he in just the regular game if it was all good?
That's a good question.
Because it wasn't all good. This game sucks. Like Max said, this is about trying to get anybody to play this game right now. This game is trash. They should be ashamed of themselves. And we about to go to next generation consoles too.
And that's probably another reason they did it. They're like,
if you ain't got Madden yet, I'm gonna say it. Don't get that game. Don't get that game. Go get 2K. Get something else. Get Ghost of Tsushima. What is it? Shit sound like
or you can get the Avengers. That game's kind of
I thought you were gonna say the Oregon Trail. I was like, you old ass, washed up ass motherfucker.
Get Avengers. You really playing that game, Khalid?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you really on the Avengers though?
Oh yeah, I'm on it. I was on it before we went live.
Does it have longevity though? I mean, after you beat the campaign, then what?
Well, it's actually not even about the campaign. It's like Battlefront, like Destiny, like that.
Is it?
Like, yeah, they gave you like this little storyline. You play it, whatever, but mostly you're just doing missions with your group.
Sounds trash.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
What is it?
I mean, I don't know. Like you can the way the character, like the fighting is really good. Good graphics. I don't know. I think I dig it. Like you get like every Avenger has their ability tree.
So. Cool. Avengers. They still ain't got my nigga Black Panther in it, so we ain't getting it yet.
True.
And so until then,
and until that happens, exactly. Until that happens,
they got trash ass Captain America though, but that's another topic for another day.
Please don't bring him up. Don't bring him up. Don't bring him up.
Oh my God.
No. We're not doing that right now.
We're not doing that. No.
Nah. But let's get to the. Hold on. Oh shit. Let's get to the bullshit.
Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
All right. So I don't know what y'all into. But Odell seems to be into the Cleveland Browns. The doo-doo Browns. Apparently, it was put out on the No Jumper Podcast Network. I think the show's called Thoughts Next Door.
That's the name of the actual show. Oh, okay.
That's the actual show, Thoughts Next Door. The resident scholar Chief Keef's baby mama put out that Odell likes to get shit on, like real life shit. Like, according to her, he would call her up, ask her not to shower, and ask her to defecate.
Like,
hold on. Let's add to that. He asked her not to shower for 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's just nasty.
That's bad.
But why not shower? Okay. All right, keep going.
That's the question. He likes it dirty.
Yeah.
He's a
so does he wash it off, or just like a little wipe down, or like?
See, I didn't ask all that.
Just curious.
I mean, you worried about him getting it off. Like, I'm worried about why does he even want that to happen to begin? I blame R. Kelly for this. This is R. Kelly's fault. Like,
you're blaming R. Kelly for getting shit on?
Yes. He started all this crate. Well, let me not say he started it. He popularized it, made it popular for this type of shit to be going down.
Going on. Shit.
Right. I'm like, come on, man. Like, people be into weird shit. I mean, that's just what people are. But this takes it to another level. Nah, come on, man. Getting shitted on, like, how Oh,
Here's my thing. I don't care if he does like to get shit on. It ain't for me. I'm not into it. But I don't care that he's into it. What I care about is this raggedy bitch getting on a podcast and telling his business for no other reason than clout. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason to tell that man's business. What you do in the bedroom is you and whoever you doing it with. And she went so far as to say he likes to get shit on. They asked her if she did it to him, and she said, but I couldn't go. So that's where she stopped. She was like, no, I draw the line on shit. And when it's clear she was shitting on that man. So that was what she's, I ain't gonna say into, but come on. What are we doing here?
I mean, that is a thing. And there's a lot of money if you're able to parlay that. There's lots of, I mean, it's not unprecedented, right?
Exactly. People. But she goes from what? Chief Keef's baby mama to
right?
Odell shitting partner.
Yeah.
Like, is that an upgrade? Is that a sideways move? What are we doing? Are we advancing the career by that?
I mean, maybe
that on a business card.
I mean, what? Why not?
That's literally like I'm out here really shitting on these niggas. Like, that's
hey, you got the button. Hit the
button. Hold up. No,
like real talk.
Is this a Giants thing? Like, it says another player on the Giants.
He said OCU Mayora.
Yeah, apparently like that too, except he was the giver rather than the receiver.
Oh, they probably had a group chat about that shit, man.
From New York or something, you know. Our New York listeners out there, this is something y'all get into. Let us know. Like,
okay. Now I'm gonna say I got questions, you know, kind of like Reap saying like he's curious, but I'm gonna ask a couple other questions. When you're that detailed to say, hey, don't take a shower for 24 hours and then come over and shit on me. Now, are you thinking about like what her particular diet is? Like, is it loose stool? Is it
you
way too hard, bro.
Involved in this.
I want to know, like, because I'm sure there's details that this nigga, if you that deep in the shit game where you telling someone, you didn't just say
shit game.
You didn't just say, come on over and shit on me. He's like, nah, babe, come on over, but wait 24 hours and then shit on me. Don't take a bath because he wants dirty, stinky, nasty shit. So what is the particulars and details of the shit game? You know,
I feel like again,
I don't want to know.
Again, I feel you're too involved in the fetish. Like,
are you curious?
I'm just saying
you definitely sound curious.
I mean,
curious.
There are answers that we need to get as journalists. You know what I'm saying? I'm
not a journalist. I'm not any kind of journalist.
Like,
I'm
journalistic integrity. There are questions. We gotta ask the hard-hitting questions, my nigga.
Do we?
You gotta ask the hard-hitting questions. But again, I'm saying my problem is not with Odell. See, you're looking at it from Odell getting shit on. Ooh, that's nasty. How could anybody want that? I don't care what he wants.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, people are into whatever they're into.
Exactly. Some people into feet. Some people into paying for it. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. I see where that's going.
Look. He's into that, and that's fine. My problem, again, is with the girl putting this man's business out on the street.
Yeah.
On a podcast which it's becoming notorious for exposing people.
Outing
people, exposing people. So they had the Trey Songz thing, which Trey Songz is an asshole, apparently. They had the academics thing. So what are we doing here? There's a white man who owns that podcast network, and he is making money on women exposing black men who are celebrities. So is this agenda based, or is it a culture vulture thing?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we look at the way our culture is set up now. It's all about polarization, right? That's how you get likes, and that's how you get views and clicks. Is to be like a polarizing figure. So, yeah, I mean that's right
But I'm
on
not
brand
talking
for
about
it.
them. I'm not talking about them being polarizing. I'm talking about this man making money off of exposing black celebrities.
But that's nothing new. That's nothing
That's
new.
nothing new. Okay. Do you have a problem with it?
Of course I do.
Okay, or because it seems like you're just saying, well, that's how it goes,
This shit
I mean,
happened.
it's been. I mean, we're talking about Madden and about Cap, right? Like that's sort of like the same thing.
It's not.
I mean, but
they're not exposing Kaepernick at his worst moment for profit.
No, but they are taking advantage of a situation regarding Black people and how they're feeling about like the current political landscape by randomly putting in Colin Kaepernick. They're making money off of it.
They're not making money. We just established that's not happening. Like,
because the game is bad.
I would say that if they were charging money to get the
Kaepernick in the game.
I would say that if they were charging to get the Colin Kaepernick character, this is what we're seeing. Okay, this show is called what I say? Thoughts.
The Thoughts Next Door or something like that.
But I'm with you though. I mean, like I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, it's just it's quite shitty to sit there and put people's business out in the street like that.
It is very shitty.
And
Everybody
capitalize on it. This dude has nothing to do with it. Can really care less about any of these guys, and he's just collecting a check.
Right. And these women are getting clout because if it's called The Thoughts Next Door with Selena and Eliza.
Who are they?
Okay. So they're girls who have slept with a bunch of celebrities. I think one of the girls bragged about sleeping with 7 of the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, that was that show.
Yes. So this is what they're doing. And they're not just saying we do this, we do that, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to thought, do your thing. But they are putting out names like, how did Odell Beckham wake up this morning? I hope he didn't have to wake up and take a shit. That's all I'm saying. He woke up, took a shit, looked at his phone, and it's going off. He's trending for all the wrong reasons.
Wrong reasons, right? Because we all saw that when we opened up Twitter and we were saying, what's Odell trending for? As soon as you opened it, it was all bad. It was game over.
It was all bad.
It was all bad. Like
I thought it was something good. I thought maybe he got traded. Nope, still on the Cleveland Browns. On the Browns for real.
But
so he had to go in the locker room with that.
But the Phoenix Suns, though.
Are you trying to think of who it was, right?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, of all the squads, like, why is that the one you wanted to like run the table on?
You haven't seen these girls, bro. They're Phoenix girls, I believe.
That might have been who was available to them. Because they not, from what I saw in the video, it ain't like they was top of the line. These was C- type,
This is the back pages of Instagram, like
pretty much they wouldn't. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful on it, but they not.
No, damn that. They call themselves The Thoughts Next Door. Anything is on the table. We can call them anything we want.
Then that's
they
what
self-identify.
Yeah, they're like really next door to you, Spade. Like you probably have some just like them next door to you.
He's like, for real? He's about to leave. He put on a Suns jersey. He's like, I'm gonna dust this Kevin Johnson jersey off and see what happens. It's Cedric Ceballos jersey about to get some run.
I'll be out here hanging out at Fixins and shit, No one ever knows.
Oh, that's what you want to do? Okay.
So the question is, who do we feel bad for right now? Do we feel bad for Odell? Do you feel bad for Odell?
I can't feel bad. I can't feel bad for a millionaire who's getting to have sex with all the women that he want to have. So if you into those freaky stuff, you just know, like when you ask him to do some real nasty, freaky stuff, this stuff might come out. So I don't think he tripping honestly at all. especially with all the like jokes and stuff that everybody is cracking about his sexual orientation. I think the shit is just.
Oh, this
he
was
ain't
the
tripping
come
off
up.
because I mean now he just
Maybe it was an LSU type thing. Maybe they're doing that down in Louisiana.
Nah.
Sure?
Sure. It
I'm
kind
sure.
of have like a Cajun feel to it, no?
Oh, what?
A Cajun feel to it.
No, it don't. It don't.
It's got that Baton Rouge, dirty, musty,
Exactly.
sweaty.
It did say don't take a shower for like a week.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Well, okay, so since we back on it, I think that when you get to that point, you like it's muggy and it's humid.
You've said
At
these
that
words
point.
before. You described it as muggy and humid before.
I
This
mean-
is interesting because Spade, it feels almost like you're really curious about this. Like,
No,
there's gonna be some Google searches.
Yeah.
We know
know,
where it's going with it.
I'm a scholar. I'm here to learn. You know what I'm saying? And
You're a scholar.
he just introduced something that I didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious. Like, what are you talking about here?
right.
Like, I don't know why you need 24 hours of not showering before someone shits on you. Shit is just shit, right? Why do you have to wait? Is this nigga like at 24 hours, he like, just right. Like, what is it about the 24 hours with no showering? What's that part? That's what I need to know.
So wait. So the shitting part is not nasty to you. You more the take a shower and then shit on me.
Nah, but I'm saying
She was about to say, yeah.
You thought about it.
Let the
Nah.
record
It
show.
caught you out for half a second. We saw it in your face.
I'm just saying he's got particular details here.
You got particular details.
No,
here.
I
I'm
don't
just
want to know
asking
details.
questions. Is it? I mean,
You still asking questions.
Yeah. Your curiosity is hurting you in this case because there's just too much that you want to know.
it just feels like there was a lot of thought in this. This wasn't like randomly, like you in the heat of the moment, you just like, baby, just shit on my chest.
You don't know if he said that. He might have said that.
But he said 24 hours though.
That don't have
That's
shit to do with shit.
premeditated.
That don't have shit to do with shit.
Premeditated.
No
That's
pun
just
intended.
he wants a little ripe. He likes it a little ripe. And again, I'm not bashing what he's into. My problem is with the show and the girls. Tell your truth.
I'm not passion what he's into. Like,
I don't. It's it.
Okay.
I think the lesson here is if you're gonna like get down, like you need to hire a professional.
You got to pick. Yeah, you got to pick a better.
like OnlyFans or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Well,
do you start off
not
right
just
at
like
shit?
girls that's trying to just make a name for themselves,
Right.
Because that's all they're trying to do right now. Yeah.
So again, I don't know the girl's name, but I know she went from Chief Keef's baby mama to Odell shitbag.
Yeah.
Shitbag. He's gonna call the girl a shitbag. Disrespectful motherfucker.
But do you start off as shitting, or is it a graduated
Here
stage?
we go.
Did he start with pissing first and then move to shitting, or did he just go straight to shitting?
R. Kelly's fault. He started this shit. Like, literally, this is his fault.
Like Meek Mill says, there's levels to this shit, and so I'm trying to understand. Did you just jump right into shitting?
What level are you on?
I'm a casual observer.
You're
Observer, you're
What? You said you're a casual observer.
That's
Observer of what?
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what you do. That's what you do. But
I'm just learning. You know what I'm saying? I got questions, man.
Okay. Wait.
What do you?
yeah, when
No.
you say you're learning, right? Are you learning out of just curiosity? Or are you learning to participate?
Nah, it's just curiosity. I want to know how you get to that level. You know how they back in the day they'd always say like, oh, you don't want to start smoking weed. It's a gateway drug. Next thing you know, you on crack.
Not.
I know it's not. I don't believe that it is myself. But I'm saying that was like the farce. That was like the lie that was told to us. So I'm like, how do you get all the way to shitting with a 24-hour time limit? Can he tell if she didn't take a shower in the last 24 hours? He like, it was only 10 hours.
I don't think that had anything to do with the shit part. He must like smells. He's a smell guy.
Okay, but then it then turns into: are we talking about loose stool? Are we talking about solid? Are we talking about constipation? Where are we
I
at
don't
here?
give a
Yeah.
fuck. Okay. Moving from one nasty motherfucker. The only person that could save Odell Beckham yesterday.
And it was a big one too.
Yeah. Okay. For a little background on myself, I think a little differently. It's what makes me a bit weird. I'm polarizing in that way. You may love me, but your best friend may hate me. With all that said, I haven't had a dog since I was a very little kid. I'm talking many moons ago. Full moons, half moons, red moons, blue moons, all the moons in the world. I've never been a pet owner as an adult, and I don't see the joy in it, but hey, to each his own. The only person that could save Odell Beckham yesterday from the news cycle was Joe Budden.
And he did.
with the nasty tail that came up, I think, in a court document or something, right? Somebody said Joe Budden molested dogs, and they went to this audio of him talking about jerking his dog off because everybody does it at some point in time. Now, I was aware that white people.
He was saying that we all do things to pets to bring them joy.
Yeah,
Right.
That was his way of giving his pet joy.
Now I'm familiar with our Caucasian friends. I stand with you on some things, but y'all tend to kiss your dogs in the mouth, and that's just nasty. When I was a kid, my dog lived outside. It lived outside. Like if the dog was in, somebody left the door open. Like dogs are outdoor pets, but white people have come to start kissing their dogs in the mouth. Now, I don't know if that has progressed to relieving stress of your pet. Maybe somebody knows in the chat.
I don't
know. Now, bear with me. Joe Budden last week said he was leaving Spotify, and it seems like all week there's been a campaign to slander this man's name. Now, he said this for himself, and nobody caught wind of the whole jacking the dog off thing until now. So where's that coming from? Is that big podcast flexing its muscle and trying to keep Joe Budden down, or is this just about jacking off a dog?
It's hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised if anyone tries to say and or do anything to get views and likes and everything, get people like talking about him. So yeah.
You think Joe Budden put this out himself?
I mean, did you hear him?
No.
He was like surprised that we did do that.
Right, but this was a clip. This wasn't something that he put out later. This was just brought to the attention because he said it.
Yeah. So
the question is, why is this all happening to him at one time? Is this bigger than jacking a dog off, or is this just jacking a dog off? And who the fuck is jacking a dog off? Why?
Yeah, it's
I know one dude that
this is where you should have questions, Spade. Like,
I know about the peanut butter with the lonely women.
But see, that's more of a pleasing yourself. This dude was pleasing the pet. Like, and he made it seem like it was just a natural thing. Like he
was helping him out.
Right.
He was doing him a favor. Like his paws can't go where his paws can't go.
And to our Caucasian friends out here listening, do you guys relieve stress for your pets? Please let us know. I'm just curious. If you're in the chat, does that happen? Because maybe we're tripping. Maybe it's just something that we didn't know.
Chat about the quietest shit on this.
Yeah, the dog stayed outside. So Spade, I'm sure
I didn't know that was a thing, bring your dog inside the house until I got older. I started going by people's houses and I'm like, oh, you have a dog in here.
It's on the couch?
It's on the
couch. Inside the house. Somebody left the door open.
All in the refrigerator. I was like, all right, cool.
And,
I don't want any food here.
I mean, when I lived in Louisiana, we left our dog outside. Our dog was outside. Nah, his dog was outside, and he was pretty much under the house. Like he made a little, he was pretty much lived under the house.
That sounds like abuse, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Alligators and shit.
Houses, the houses were like raised, so he lived like under the house pretty much. So we didn't have like a dog house. And
Definitely sounds like abuse.
This is nasty to me. I know people in the different.
This is nasty.
No, this jacking the dog off. This is nasty. We can't be mad at two consenting adults. Adults gonna do what adults do.
This dude is definitely getting shit on tonight.
Is there something you would like to admit to us tonight?
No, not at all. I never admit anything. But I'm just saying I would never admit anything like that. But
they might like getting shitted on, but it's okay. Keep going.
But jacking off a dog, that's crazy to me. And then in the clip, he said, if you haven't done anything like this, you ain't really owned a dog for a long time, or you ain't really a pet lover. I think he said.
Yeah,
he said something to that effect.
I'm like, really a pet lover.
I'm like, damn.
But can a dog consent to that?
I
mean, I'm sure it didn't have any problems with it.
Where is PETA? Where's PETA at now?
That's what I'm saying. What comes next? Like, do you get canceled for this?
No, they
think so, right?
They're not gonna cancel him for that.
Nah,
they not gonna cancel Joe Budden for that. I mean, all the other shit that he's done, they not. Reed makes a good point where it's possible that he might have put this out there because the shit that he had been getting, he's been getting a lot of flack. Like he got the whole him and his old
abuse
stuff. Yeah, and you want to try to get that out the news cycle as fast as possible. So you might have had somebody pull up an old clip. Yo, let me throw this out there. I'm whacking the dog off. Let's get out the abuse thing. So very possible. Very possible. Reed might be on to something, with the whole let me plant this seed real quick. Like Spades gonna change topics.
I'm just because now I'm just kind of like,
the wheels are turning.
Like, okay, like if you jacking off a dog, right? And it's a boy dog, does that make you gay?
I think does that make you gay?
I don't.
All right. Okay. Let's just say it did. Okay. Now what?
I don't know. I'm just, I mean, then would it be better if he was
into your mind right now? Hilarious.
I don't get it. Like the whole bestiality, just in general. Like I don't get that.
Bestiality.
I don't really know what it is. That's why I think it's so perplexing to me.
Does it fall in the middle somewhere?
Just
I Google it and see what comes up.
Which honestly, you'd be setting my son up because I come in here later checking his homework and be like,
I'm way ahead of you, Dad. Way ahead of you.
Like, what are you looking up?
Everything. You're like, whoa.
I'm like, you need to be looking for Odell Beckham.
What? All right. Well,
so Joe Budden is definitely I don't want to say he's canceled yet, but he had a tough week. And it's only Wednesday.
Okay,
Odell Beckham should buy that man a drink. Because man,
I ain't accepting shit from Odell Beckham. Keep all that shit. I'm good. I can get it for myself.
I mean, because the Odell Beckham thing happened, was it the day before or no, it was earlier in the day, wasn't it?
It was earlier in the day. Joe Budden saved that man's life. He took one for the team.
He did.
Gave one for the team. But I'm saying, should the white people who kiss their dog, and I gotta stop saying white people because I'm sure somebody else kissed their dog. I wouldn't have thought black people jack dogs off, but you learn something new every day. Yeah. For the people that kiss dogs in the mouth, should they be mad at Joe Budden or should they be like, well, if you love your pet, you love your pet.
No,
why would they be mad at him?
No, see, and I'm gonna follow you on that, arrogant.
I don't know where they go with it. Are we calling this abuse or are we calling this love because
Right.
it's really when they talk about kissing their dog in the mouth, they be like, I love my dog. I love my dog. That's very affectionate to kiss your dog in the mouth. It's weird as fuck to me, but
They
to
look at
them,
them as humans.
they are
So-
showing love. So
so
that's
then-
more intimate to me than beating your dog off.
Spade feel like he's going somewhere with
I
this
mean, no, I'm feeling that logic right there because my thought was that is this the next level?
I'm
I
just
was
playing
like-
devil's advocate.
I'm just saying,
trying to-
Is,
This is
is
next
that
level.
the next level of intimacy? You know what I'm saying? You start off with a couple of kisses. Next level, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why you would be jacking the dog off. Why I don't know why you be jacking the dog off. So I'm like,
We explained that. He was saying that's
Yeah,
how.
where are you going with this? Hold up. For real, I'm lost right now.
no, I'm just saying, like in the mind of Joe Budden, you know, did it start off with small kisses here? You know, just good time, enjoying each other, and
No,
then now
according to
he's
Joe
like
Budden,
jacking the dog off. Like,
he's not doing this out of love. He's doing it to help the homie out. You know what I'm saying? Relieve a little stress. I guess. I mean, this is his words. I'm only going off of what he said. I'm not going into the mind of Joe Budden. He said he's helping him out, relieving a little bit of stress. I don't know what the fuck a dog got to be stressed out about, but hey.
So speaking of stress, let's go ahead and turn to Dr. Dre. So Dr. Dre, he was close to being a billionaire, or he
Things
was.
should think the same for gangsters.
Right. So he was on a path to being a billionaire, but now Dr. Dre is going through a divorce.
Oh no, he is a billionaire.
I thought it was 800 million.
Well, if this goes down, he won't be for long. So he gonna lose a lot of that.
Go ahead, tell the story. We'll talk.
His wife is filing for some sort of alimony for the divorce. She wants a nice little number each month of $2 million, and this $2 million was happened to be broken down into certain categories that we as men, at least in the group chat, we all had a problem with.
No,
There's
as
a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
the world.
I think this is a crazy thing.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I don't know if it's we as men had a problem with it. Like, I think people had a problem with it.
Yeah, the world had a problem.
Insane.
You know, that sounds good, Reed, but there were some women, because I put this out there in on Instagram, and there were some women that was riding with her, saying she deserved all of it for taking the blows to the head or whatever, or he was cheating on her. She needed to get it all.
$2 million a month.
well, okay.
Let
Well,
me say this real quick.
first,
I don't oppose alimony for a woman, like, or man, either way. I don't oppose that. But some of these things, some of these items, let's talk about that real quick.
hey, do you have the rundown where you can?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
All right, so we got
so it wasn't. She's not asking for 2 million every month. She said it was temporary, and Dr. Dre said he didn't have any problems paying alimony for whatever length of time or whatever, and their kids are grown. She signed a prenup. They have a prenup in place. I think I don't know why it's only. I don't know why she's asking for temporary $2 million, but I don't see how that's even going to stick in court. But
hey, ask for as much as you can, and then see where it falls. But
all they can say is no.
I don't have a problem with her asking for $2 million. I have a problem with her list of how much shit costs because I'm not on my billionaire flow, but she's got laundry and cleaning at $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Unless the girl is coming over and shitting on your sheets every night, I don't see how that's going to equate to $10,000 a month. She's got clothes at $135,000 a month. Telephone and cell phone bill at $20,000 a month. What plan is that?
I'm sitting there. You know what? Like I'm sitting there trying to think about like, okay, what could possibly be?
Nothing.
She's making a lot of international phone calls.
International? What year do you think this is?
I don't know.
I could WhatsApp to England right now for nothing.
We
I
hear
was
the
like,
whole, we don't live their lifestyle, whatever. They're rich, cool, whatever. But logically, First of all, how many cell phones do you have? Because 20,000 is a shitload of money.
Exactly. I'd be
20,000 for a cell
pissed
phone.
off if my phone bill was $300 a month.
I mean, we
I
don't
got
have
5
we don't,
emails. They all free, so
Yeah.
you ain't paying nothing for email. So
we don't have plans that are free nights and weekends, and we're like only got 500 that we can use for the month. It's not 2003. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why that bill is so high.
Okay, education, 80,000 a month, not a semester, a month.
and you know what?
going to
I'm actually fine with that because I don't know if that has to do with the child, the kid, or whatever.
But that would go to their kids are grown. Their 3 kids
Right.
that they have together are grown. She
And
would
even if they
get
went
that
Maybe
tuition money.
Even
Maybe
if they
they're-
went to school, where does it cost 80,000 a month? Not a semester, a month.
You're right.
Okay,
That's
okay.
that stuff.
But here's the
Here's-
thing, though. Why is it that entertainment is almost 11 times to 12 times more than education?
You don't know how they live. Like, you don't know what their entertainment is. Like, our entertainment is going to a movie. Their entertainment is going to another country and watching people, I don't know, mine for diamonds. I don't fucking know.
We can't even go anywhere right now. So let's take
We
that out.
can't go in it. No, we can't go anywhere. Apparently, for 900,000 a month,
Where
you
you
could go to outer space. Shit,
Like
there's no Rona on the moon, nigga.
$900,000 is more than it actually costs for them to make the Blair Witch Project. So each month she could technically make an indie film.
That was a washed ass reference. Like,
I'm just saying, like,
Bro,
you
we-
could technically shoot like a Cubo or some shit like that on your phone or whatever. She could make a whole fucking movie each month with $900,000. A little cheap indie film.
I don't have a problem with the 900,000. Well, I have a problem with it, but I can see
You have to have a problem with that.
I
you
can
don't
see
live like they live. You don't live like they live. You don't
Right.
know. They might go somewhere every day on a private jet. That's not the one. Mortgage, 100,000 a month, and miscellaneous expenses. Like, what's left? Like,
Okay,
habits.
I got
habits,
it.
bro.
I got an issue with the charitable donations of $125,000 a
Just real
month.
quick, ladies, if you out there listening and y'all got a comment regarding this, go ahead and let us know in the chat. How do you feel about Nicole Young getting this money from Dre?
So you gonna ask me to give you money so you can give away to someone else?
tax write-offs. They know what they doing, man. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at her for asking.
I ain't mad at her for asking either.
Now I'll be mad at a judge if they give it to her.
No,
But
she's trying to dance. She's trying to dance around the prenup. That's what's going on right now.
See,
She's
you
trying
gotta honor that prenup. I don't care when it was signed. If it was signed
It was
20
signed.
years ago,
She's saying
We
it was
gotta
made
go.
under duress. But
Right.
She ain't talk about it until
now it is Dre.
$2 million.
It's very possible that she did sign that under
Allegedly.
You're right.
Allegedly.
We want to get the show in trouble. We ain't allegedly. We still with Dre. You know, we still Dre over here. Everybody got beats, just not tonight. So, I mean, we've heard the alleged rumors. You know how he treated was it Michelle?
Michelle,
Everybody.
Yeah,
Michelle A and the
who's that one Barnes or whatever? Who's
Dante
that order?
D Barnes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's possible, but she signed it. So whatever you sign, we not changing the terms. This ain't the NFL. He ain't an owner. He can't just all right rip up the
And
contract.
he said that he'll take care of her. Like it's not like he just all right, you cut off. I mean, he said it. Like he has no problem like giving her alimony every single month or whatever, but like $2 million trying to get into that, trying to get into his net worth. The properties that he owns, or I guess they own.
Well, they live in California, and whatever they made as a couple, hey, it's their money, half and half, 50-50.
Right.
So take that and be out.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be good with it.
I'd be more than listen. If I can get 500,000 like a year, I'm good.
Calm down. We know what you do for money, bro.
Hey, And
I
so
don't want to know what you do for 500,000.
Mm.
He said stuff I'm not even comfortable with.
Everyone has a price.
A good question here from Lisa Cat. Who filed for the divorce? Was it? Do we know?
She
She
filed
did.
for divorce. Yeah.
hey, this comment here says that, hey, she signed it under pressure. So I had a conversation with someone about that myself. He said, either you sign the prenup or we not getting married.
That's how it
not
works.
pressure. You give it. That's how it
I think that's how it works every single time.
That's not under pressure.
That's procedure.
How bad do you want it?
That's how it goes.
Like I gave you a choice. You chose to sign it. We got married. Hooray! I don't believe in that. I don't believe that.
We know you don't believe in it.
So we're all in agreement that there's no way or no reason for him to pay this amount on a monthly basis. And Reep said, you said it was supposed to be temporary.
It's temporary. It's she asked for a temporary amount, and for
We
him
don't know
to
what
cover.
the temporary is. We're
Yeah,
just
we don't
throwing
know.
temporary out there.
Because everything that I read didn't mention 4 months or 3 months. No one actually really knows. I just know that that she wants him to pay for all legal fees, which I think it's a pretty good number right now. I want to say, you know what, I can't think of it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
It's depending on what he did and why she wants the divorce.
Right.
I mean, you know what it is.
I don't know what it is. I am not involved in any of their shit.
True.
I stay out of people's business. Like I said, if you like to get shit on, that's your business.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. She was alleging there's some possible violence.
Away from the camera. He's like, oh, I hope they're not talking about me. Like, you know, looking like, bro. I think it was like, I hope they're talking about me.
Again, I don't have a problem with her asking for it. It's outrageous. It's insane. But hey, ask for whatever you're gonna ask for. Who am I to say? I would have an issue if somebody granted that. That's ridiculous.
That would be a problem.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Unless you're Jeff Bezos. Like,
follow us on Instagram. We might say anything.
I would just say
subscribe.
We might admit to anything.
Hey, we've had a good couple weeks of people admitting this shit. So
a lot of fucking admitting. You nasty motherfuckers. That bottom row, boy.
Bottom row, man. What'd you say? That bottom row? Like,
it stank. That bottom row stank.
Wait, hold on. I feel like she's what? I feel like she's choosing to leave and stick to the stipulations of the prenup. She signed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
She said that Dre ripped it up. That's what she said.
Spade was telling me about that.
Yeah. She said he ripped it up twice though. Why you got was that psychological warfare? You just walk around with copies of the freedom. Like, no, man, you know I love you.
He got a whole drawer full of that shit. So use that shit as confetti on New Year's.
Yeah.
Tossing in the air, man. Like rip. So Bo had an interesting comment here. I kind of feel the fact that you got to ask for that much shows level of integrity that equals 0 over 20 years, and you didn't build nothing. That's you, trash. I mean, he got it on a point. Like,
she might have whispered in that nigga's ear, like, "Hey, headphones. That's the way to go."
That's the way to go. She wasn't shooting with
but for her,
and she wasn't shooting me in the gym.
Yeah.
No, but for her to not have like any type of businesses or
we don't know what she got going.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna disparage Miss Nicole Young because she might be a power in the future. We don't know how much money she gonna have. She might flex on it. I might try to holler at her.
She might try to buy a podcast or something.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't burning no bridge.
Whole little networking, you know. Next thing you know, we on the Nicole Young podcast network.
Hey, much respect.
I will advocate for Miss Young.
But it's like we said earlier, we're not mad that she necessarily asking for any kind of alimony or whatever.
But it's crazy.
That number is outrageous.
It's a little excessive, and it's a little out there. But whatever. And the cold part is she can make money. She's still Dr. Dre's ex-wife. Look at all these reality shows. It's nothing but ex-wives, ex-girlfriends. Groupies.
She's gonna be taken care of. She lives in California. She'll be good. She's just trying to be real good. Like
she's trying to flex on him. She want to take him away from that billionaire status if he's on there.
And we don't know what he did to make her be like, you know what? 2 million.
I know.
I'm an advocate for Miss Young.
I think they said he's got a
that
younger girl right now.
I mean, what's that mean?
I think they said he hooked up with someone younger. Like he cheated or some shit.
I mean, I don't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with
allegedly.
But even still, a prenup, bro. Like, I don't see how you can get around that. I'm sure there's some ways, but
see, this is Dre. His lawyers should make sure there's no way of getting around that.
Yeah,
he like got the money for the Dream Team, so he should be fine. We all know at the end of the day, whatever it is, she'll get something. Dre will still have money.
Yeah,
people will go buy beats. It is what it is. So,
I mean, but if somebody's asking you for $2 million a month, at some point in time, you are thinking about hanging them over a building. Drastic measures must be taken. That's all I'm saying. $2 million a month.
It depends. Like if I'm it depends how much money I got. I mean,
if
like
I'm Jeff Bezos, that ain't nothing. But
Dr.
Dr. Dre, $2 million a month's gonna add up.
You
Better
might
sell
have
some headphones, nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
You might have to find me in a trunk in Nashville or something like that after some request like that.
Wow, what?
Calm down, bro.
What do you mean by that, Blanket? Or
I ain't saying nothing.
You know what he means.
The stuff you put out on
why
like,
would you even say that right now? A trunk in Nashville. All right.
you know we can hear you, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Valley High, huh?
Like, inner thoughts.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this next topic. Power, book 2.
Yes.
Read.
They say this is a big rich town.
Yes.
He's back. Power is back. We kind of touched on it for like half a second, if we even touched on it all last week. Let's take it from the beginning of the show. Let's kind of recap how Power ended.
All right. If you haven't seen Power, we are about to spoil the shit out of this. So we understand if you want to leave right now. We hope that you'll come back at some point in time and check this out. But we're about to get into it. Spoiler alert, all that shit. So where we left off was with Power is your boy Ghost, the worst character on the show.
Ghost?
Yes.
Ghost, the worst character on the show.
Not the worst character on the show, but he's a star, so he carries the most weight, and he was awful.
Awful?
He never had a good day.
Okay. All right.
Name the last good day Ghost had.
Wait, time.
Did he ever have a good day? What are we doing all this for?
We're going to get into it. Go ahead and do the recap because I
Ghost
interrupted
is
you.
trash. Team Tommy all day.
Okay, fair.
All lives matter.
Wow.
And you know what? Tommy would fight you for saying
He
that.
probably would. I'm just fucking around. You know, I might say anything.
Yeah.
All right. Last episode we left off on Power. What we have like 4 episodes, and then they finally let us know who killed Ghost.
Yeah.
After the longest drawn out bullshit ever.
Yeah.
We had the last 6 episodes.
Watching the same episode over and over again.
Stars is like, we're gonna get that extra $9.99 from you. Ghost got popped.
We didn't need to see Angela's sister's episode. That was a waste.
We never needed to see Angela's sister. Paz is trash. Great actress. I'm sure she's a great person. Character is awful. But your boy Ghost got popped. Who popped him?
Hey, to me, Ghost, it was a tragic story for me. It's fresh in my mind. I just finished binge watching it, and I felt like in the end, I felt bad for Jamie St. Patrick, because I felt like after watching the whole show,
I think the only person that called him Jamie is people he was fucking.
Yo, this is almost as bad as Reap calling Driz Big Driz last week.
But
I like the way that sounded, bro.
But
the only person that called him Jamie.
he was
fucking him.
Whoa, that's legit his name though. You can look it up on whatever streaming service.
He was the only character on the show that I felt like deserved a happy ending, and he was the one that didn't get it.
A happy ending?
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah.
All right, Angela.
Because, I mean, okay, let's go back. History of his character, right? the whole show, he's been trying to get out the game. Like,
did I just read that right?
Tyreek,
yeah.
What show were you watching? Tyreek's a whole bitch. You gonna take out your daddy? Come on.
Yeah, the whole show, he's been trying to get out the game. He used the game to get him to a better place and was trying to get out the game. I mean, and then fucking Tasha, man. I remember, what was it, season 2 or 3, where he was like, look, we can get out the game. We can don't you just think about having a life outside of this? And she was like, why? You're the biggest drug dealer in all of New York, baby. You just keep doing it. That's a bitch you don't need in your corner. You don't need her in your corner.
That's how you know he's passionate about it. It's just the passion.
You don't need him. You don't need her in your corner at that point. So everything he's doing, he's trying to get out the game, and he got all these people who just want him to stay. He's trying to grow, and he finally had an opportunity.
You sound like somebody who just watched Power for the first time.
No,
you did just watch Power for the first time.
Nah, I've been watching. I fell off. I was down like a whole season. So this weekend, I like powered through the whole season, a season and a half. So,
okay. But Ghost is out. He's gone. We on to the next chapter.
Right.
Book 2, chapter 2. What are they calling this?
Ghost. Yeah, book 2, Ghost.
Or whatever.
Which is a weird name.
So Tariq, spoiler alert. Okay, if you haven't watched it, y'all might want to just tune out now. Like I said, thanks for joining. Tariq popped Ghost at the end of the last series. So this is leading him to his own series, to where he needs to complete school, get a 4-year degree from this university before he can get any of the assets that were left to him by Ghost, which he'll need to take care of the family.
Take care of the family. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. The intro. They should have changed the fucking intro. We ain't watching Power. We watching.
I'll say this. You remember how when they came back from the hiatus from the winter break for the final season?
Yep.
They tried to switch it and use that Trey Songz, same song, but Trey Songz was doing it.
Yeah, you know what the problem with that is?
What's that?
Trey Songz is problematic right now. You can't.
That's true.
You can't play the Trey Songz. That might have been what they wanted to do.
Possibly, but they would have been able to get away with it then. But
all right, so they should have changed the intro. I don't need to see the Power. We on some new shit. Let's do it new. If we knew, we knew. So how's it start? Tasha going to jail?
Yep.
Looking like 3LW?
not a 3LW Tasha.
Little 3LW Tasha.
3LW Tasha. That's funny. Yeah, she that whole situation with Tasha, like obviously she's doing it for Tariq. Thinking she's smarter than the actual system.
Well, they all think that.
Right.
Tyreek think he's smarter than the system, the school, the show.
You said Tommy.
Tyreek.
Tommy free right now too. So
no, I'm talking about Tyreek.
Tariq. Oh, well, he free too. So
see, my Tasha issue is that just like Ghost said, you a half smart hood rat. When he said, and that's the thing. I was sitting here thinking she was gonna pin the murder on Sachs, but instead she said,
we'll get into that a little bit later. That part we'll get into that a little bit later.
Because I'm just like, this just dumb, dog.
So Tasha goes to jail. She's getting into it with that the CO. For some reason, the CO's got it out for her. I don't know. Have we seen her before?
No.
Because why are they giving her so many speaking parts? But whatever. Something's going to happen with them too. I don't know why they're talking so much. I think she's going to try to smash or something. So that goes from there to what, Tasha in court?
Yeah.
With the lawyer that looks like Pam Oliver?
Yeah.
But that's the chick from the previous show.
Yeah.
Right. She was the one that was after Ghost.
Yeah, she was Sax and Angela's boss.
Tamika. Her name was like Tamika.
She looks like Pam Oliver.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't.
She kind of does look like Pam Oliver. Is
I
that
hate her voice.
I think Pam Oliver's attractive, and that woman is not.
That
Okay.
So all right, so the lawyer gets the deal, right? She gets this awesome deal for Tasha, and she turns it down.
Right.
Tasha turns it down because it only works if she implicates Tyreek in the shooting. Of course, she's not going to do that. And now all of a sudden,
she tried to pin it on Dre. Remember, she's like, it was Dre. Andre Coleman did it.
That should be the name of the fucking show. Everybody try to pin it on Dre. Dre dead. He been dead. He burnt up, and they still trying to pin shit on him.
But has she taken that deal initially when Dre was still viable? It would have been okay, but she didn't, and that screwed up the timeline.
Deals don't work that fast.
I'm talking about the way that they presented it in the show. I know in real life court it doesn't work that fast.
Well, even in the show's timeline is all fucked up because Tyreek was just in high school like 2 weeks ago,
and he looked like he was a sophomore at most, and now he's taking the GED.
And took him out, and now he's in college.
And then his roommate, is now in college too.
Easy.
Hold on. There's one thing that bothered me about the episode, real quick. When they pretty much busted out Tasha for lying, saying Dre wasn't the killer, and they said the killer stood between 5'11" and like 6 feet or whatever. Look, Tariq ain't 5'11". 5'11". Come on, man. No, he's not. He's not even close. And I'm like,
Again, going back to the timeline. Tariq's sister, the little girl, she was a baby in season 1, and she's literally 14 years old now.
Yeah.
Where does the time go?
I mean, that's pretty common.
Television, things. It's like the Fresh Prince effect. Baby Nikki, and then the next season, was like 6 and
Little Rascals Nikki.
Yeah, exactly. Little Rascal Nikki. Buckwheat and shit. So they do.
The whole thing, the lawyer, Tasha's lawyer, was annoying as shit. She didn't want to break the rules, so Tasha fired her ass because she wasn't gonna put Tyreek in the bullshit. I think the whole case is bullshit.
What about
why
fired old girl?
The entire storyline is bullshit.
I think this show is gonna be. This show might be ass.
Oh man,
better.
Man.
What about the public defender though? I know Spade was not about that. Like when she was going with the public defender.
I think that's what you get when you get a public defender.
They get overworked.
Yeah,
you might get someone that's that might be able to look at your case pretty thoroughly and spend time on it. But yeah, they're pretty backloaded. There's a lot of broke people out there, and lawyers are expensive.
All right, so let's go to Method Man. Mr. $500,000 down. You paying $500,000 down to an attorney. Method Man.
I mean,
realistic?
I don't think so.
People don't charge by the hour anymore. He's that dude.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, how did Reek end up raising this kind of money?
He did.
He had a couple bottles of Xanax or something.
He didn't raise the money. He did the social media thing.
Yeah, he had a down payment.
He had a down payment.
He forced the lawyer's hand.
No, I know, but he also gave him an envelope of money.
He gave him 50,000.
Yeah.
50,000.
Yeah.
Yes, he asked for 500,000 down.
Yeah, he gave him like a down payment.
On a down payment.
I guess.
He got him in the ball game.
Okay, wait a second.
Defend his mama.
I mean, where are we going with this show? There's some interesting characters. There's some interesting characters in this first episode. I like the new killer on the block. I like that dude, but I don't know about everything else.
The new killer on the block. Who are you talking about?
Mary J. Blige.
Can we get to the basketball player first?
Let's get to
We're
the basketball.
introduced to your boy Zeke Cross,
Zeke Cross.
and Tyreek has to
Cross.
tutor this man, or not tutor him,
Yes, tutor him.
to keep him on the basketball. Yes, in all his classes, to keep him on the basketball team, and that will keep Tyreek in school.
By tutoring, you mean do all of his work.
Exactly.
Except PE.
And we're introduced to this man as he's going to town on some young college girl, and that's how we're introduced to Zeke. Do we like Zeke? Are we fucking with Zeke? Are we believing the story that what college is this?
So
Stanfield University.
Some
Powerhouse.
I'm not.
Where
His whole character. He's supposed to be good at basketball, and he comes from a criminal family who just happened to kill people in the middle of the day. What are we doing?
By the way, I haven't seen him shoot one ball yet. Like, I haven't seen him practice. I haven't seen him do shit.
There might be an issue with that.
Could be. So yeah. So that leads to him and his. Are they his relatives? I didn't quite remember hearing.
Yeah,
that
he said it was his family.
His family. Okay.
Yeah.
His family, they're some kind of criminals. They're
Right.
having a house party. His brother gets into it with some other guy about some girl. They're like, he's going to come back. So the mom, Mary J. Blige, comes out being Mary J. Blige and all her awesomeness. Comes out and says, we're about to handle that. Next thing you know, she's pulling him up to a murder, killing him, drying blood off. It's just weird. This whole aspect is
Range, right? Isn't it a pink Range Rover?
I'm saying, what are they a crime family? Are they a basketball family?
They're a crime family. I thought it was pretty lazy how she wiped the blood off.
It was.
There was still like stains on his neck.
Yeah,
like,
yes,
a lot of DNA.
Where is this school? Like as far as
it's somewhere in New York.
New York,
he's going back and forth to everywhere.
So
Tyreek's the busiest man in the world. You don't even know.
He be back and forth. So, but my issue is with the whole Mary J and her little crime syndicate that she got going on or whatever. I would feel like Ghost and them would have known about her at some point.
Just Ghost didn't talk to Tyreek about the business. All them people are gone who would know about it.
Tommy, go. I'm just saying,
gone.
They wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been. Tariq should have known something. Not saying that he would have been able to pinpoint her, but names. He listened to everything.
Tyreek's the dumbest kid in the world, but the smartest kid in the world. Like, I don't know what they're trying to make us believe with Tyreek. He's very busy, though. That's what I do know. The man has no time to breathe. He read a whole novel in a day. Gave a whole dissertation about it.
Well, he did. Well, he said he didn't finish the book.
What we're saying is he read the book in a day. The next day he gave the thing. So at some point, a novel came up with a thesis.
I feel like Spade is holding something back.
No, I still don't understand why Tariq is so mad. Like, I'm not sure why he was so pissed at Ghost in the first place. You know, to get to this final step.
He said because his dad left his family for Angela.
Okay, and that happens a lot to a lot of people, and they're not rich, and they don't go shoot their dad.
Tyreek is a fucking asshole.
It's like
again, Tyreek is terrible. He's terrible.
By the way, he's been terrible since day one. It wasn't like season 4 they like made the switch. No,
I knew this show was going to be ass, and I watched the first episode, and it's bad. And if we never watch another episode, I wouldn't even be mad. This show's trash.
So far, I'm gonna give it a season to see what happens.
Or maybe I can just wait until they pivot off of Tyreek, because I'm just done with him.
What do you mean pivot off to this Tyreek show?
Yeah, this is his show.
He ain't going nowhere.
I mean, in the credits, it even says Notori Nature as Tasha St. Patrick. Like, this she ain't really gonna be the person. Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen?
We're not going
to. He's getting his own show.
This is his show. That's why I was concerned as to why did they call it Ghost, unless he's going to take up the mantle of Ghost at some point. I don't know.
Oh my god!
They all have weird titles. The whole book number thing, like the Power Universe or whatever they're creating. it's interesting enough. I mean, we look forward to Tommy's show. The Kanan thing, I don't care.
No, I'm good.
Honestly,
It-
Kanye's
do
not that
hope they get
interesting
that
of a
Lorenz
character.
Tate spinoff.
I don't get it.
I would be interested in the Lorenz Tate, Governor Tate, or whatever they was it Governor Tate, Lieutenant
yeah,
Governor?
he was going for governor.
Was he
I'd be
mayor?
interested
No, I
in
think he
how-
was going for mayor.
No, he was a councilman and he was running for the governor.
Yeah.
I just watched this shit last night. Like,
Oh,
this shit like-
again.
So how
all the
many-
power in one.
So Arrow, you out on this?
I'm gonna watch it for the show, but I'm not into this. It doesn't look good. It didn't like it's bad. Like if I'm gonna watch Tyreek running all around town like a fucking GTA character, like this is bad.
I mean, he's not an interesting character. Like I don't know what the
And the acting
is.
is bad. Not to mention his acting is horrible.
Like how am I supposed to feel sorry for Tyreek, bro? Like
That's what I said. Should Tyreek? Are we supposed to be cheering for Tyreek? Are we rooting for Tyreek?
Right.
He
That
killed
that
Ghost.
goes back to what Spade said, that Tariq killed Ghost, but it makes Ghost seem like, hey, Ghost was that dude. Like we were rolling with Ghost, even though y'all said earlier y'all was rolling with Team Tommy.
Oh,
Ghost
yeah.
was still that dude. Like
Hold
we
on.
should feel some sort of anger toward Tariq.
no, that was just want to clear this up. Arrow said that he didn't like Ghost. I was trying to understand why.
You think Ghost?
Ghost was a bad character. He did bitch ass shit the whole last 2 seasons. Like every move he made was wrong.
Wait a second. Wait, Paul.
I see. I can't agree.
I feel like Tommy was doing some bitch ass shit too. A lot.
Every move Ghost made was wrong. That's why he never had a good day. Give me one good day Ghost had.
Second to like it's probably about like the 4th to the last episode before they started doing that stuff about where they kept replaying the shots.
That one night where he told everybody off.
Yes,
Yeah.
where it was like the episode was titled "You Can't Stop Me."
How'd that end? How'd that end for him?
It was tremendous until
No, how did it work out for him? They killed him. Like he died for that.
And that's why he is the only person in the show who deserved a happy ending. Like he wanted to get out the game. Everybody else wanted to stay in the game. Everybody else wanted to be in the game. Whole series, Ghost was trying to make himself better. And he's the one that ends up dying tragically. And that's why I can't understand.
Doesn't sound like a good day to me. I'm sorry. What are we talking about? Again, the only time he had a good day was probably like the first season when he was banging Angela at some point in time, and everything was good. He had the kids over. Tasha wasn't tripping. It was all good. And then from there, one mistake after another. The tragic tale of Ghost and his terrible fucking days.
So real quick, we got toward the end. Tasha's in court again, thinking she got a new deal because she got the new lawyer.
She got a new deal, all right.
He got the deal back for her. He was like, look, we about to get out of here. They're pretty much pleading out. And then Sax comes back and he's with the dude from the DNC. And pretty much all Tasha had to do was ID. I don't want to say give up Tariq or give up somebody else. But in this time, she chose to give up. She tried to put it on Tommy. Of all people, she tried to put it on Tommy. Logically, did it make sense?
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
She go kill his girl and then pin. She is no good.
She did us all a favor of smoking Lala's non-acting ass. Like,
okay, that's fair. But come on, man. Come on.
Tasha is trash. I don't care what anybody says. Tasha is trash.
And by the way, the case against her, that's not even. Come on, man. They can't prove that. They don't have any.
You know they're not going to prove it. Tasha's going to be free on the show. Like they're not just going to keep her locked up. Everybody gets out. Remember, Ghost got out. Everybody gets out.
But that's not even like. Come on.
How do you set up?
They're not even trying.
How do you set up a RICO case for this wife without messing up the inheritance for the whole rest of the family? Because that's all drug money. Like that's all got to be drug money.
But this is on Tasha. Tasha's the kingpin. Why are we even talking about this? Your show sucks, bro. Like the writing sucks. It's bad.
It's not good. I'm watching the show. I'm like, okay, the Tariq thing really doesn't seem plausible. Like I'm searching here, and I don't see it.
In all fairness, in the group chat, you did say you hated it pretty much instantly. Like you hated
me.
Reek. I hated it instantly.
Are we shocked?
Right on brand.
Exactly.
This is the thing about Tariq, and this is why I say I worry. I don't want to say his acting is terrible.
No, it is.
No, look at everything he's been in. Michael Rainey, I think that's his name. Have you not hated him in everything?
Every time I see him, I see Tyreek. He's just
this is before. Even the movie he has on Netflix, the little basket. I watched it.
I won't watch it.
I hated him in that too.
Nah, he getting the Joffrey treatment.
Made you hate him, and like I don't know if that's just what he's going for, but it's working. Because Reed definitely hate him. Spade kind of like him because he
Nah, I have a problem with him talking about, yo, this is who I am. What are you talking about? You didn't grow up in the streets.
He's a
you went to private school.
Somebody from El Dorado Hills,
Yeah, and you talking gangster. Like I don't understand the story arc of his character. Like, in order for me to be watching the show and trying to be, there's no vested interest in Tyreek. They could have went a different way, opposed to following Tyreek. If you want to do the whole book 1, book 2, I'm for that. Go make some money, keeps interesting stories going. But Tyreek's story to me wasn't interesting. He was just a bitch ass nigga to me. So
man, all right.
Tell us how you really feel.
You had an interesting night, Spade. I like the way you close it out. He's a bitch ass nigga. All that shit. You had an interesting night. So we're gonna go ahead and just get out of here because we clearly
I see what you did there.
We clearly ain't messing with Power Book 2. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a season, see how it go. I didn't hate the episode, but whatever. I'll give it time. I want to see how it play out. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Reap, Lil Driz, whatever you going by this week.
Little Driz.
This week. We let you slide.
Okay, that was Mac. That was Mac. That wasn't me.
We let you slide. You had an interesting
week. What you talking about?
Spade, thanks for being on the show again. We appreciate you. Arrogant, appreciate you. Your shirt, love the t-shirt. Again, follow us on Instagram. We might say anything. What's your shirt say, Reek?
Oh, hold on. My life matters.
I almost thought that said all. I was about to be like, you was about to be out, dude. We was about to be
now it all makes sense.
Arrogant for reals. I was like, oh, he really been hanging with him like that. I was like, okay. I was like, he really been hanging with him like that. I was like, it makes sense how he dipped on us last week.
He was like, they accepted me.
Exactly. You almost lost your spot. Like, we was about to have a new bottom row after this because you almost lost your spot there.
Bottom row?
He's like, no.
Hey, the bottom row fucking stinks, nigga.
Y'all got to stay on the show. Anyway, we're gonna head out of here.
Beef over here.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Again, follow us on Instagram. We might say anything. Hit the like button, share the page, share the video, share the past episodes, leave comments, do whatever you got to do. Help us get out there. We're growing and we're growing and we're growing. So let's keep going. Anybody want to say anything else?
Arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
All right. And we out. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Same time, same place, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Hold up, real quick. What is PDT? Spade. Will you advertise this? Let's talk about that.
I put PST, which is Pacific Standard Time. He said PDT, which is Pacific Daytime or something like that, daylight time.
So
right now,
autocorrect to that.
Nah. I just initially was like, what is he talking about? But I'm talking about. I was wrong because we are in what is it? It's daylight savings because the daylight savings is Pacific daylight time.
You're talking real daylight savings talk on the chat right now.
Yeah. So in me saying standard time our show would be on what freaking hour later if somebody was nerding out enough to know that stuff. So
If you are still listening right now,
You're a real one.
comment daylight time,
Yeah,
PDT, something.
whatever. Yeah, because Spade, you was on for that.
We talking that big Pacific Daylight Time chat.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, thanks for tuning in. It's the We Might Say Anything podcast, a show where we might say anything and you might hear anything.